Inside the OMG episode number 310. I was thinking about this earlier. Hold on, let me move this a little closer. I was thinking about this earlier today. Inside the OMG episode number 310. I was thinking about this. This was going so well. There we go. 310 episodes, and we're about 4 weeks away from 6 years. 6 years streaming every Tuesday since March 5th of 2019. That's crazy. I've done a show every week, and that's a lot of hours. We're on episode 310, so it's easily over 310 hours, because some of those episodes ran long. Granted, there was a couple that were short, but still. It's crazy. Hi, Mom and Dad. Thanks for tuning in. This time I should be able to see when Facebook is, when someone's commenting on Facebook, which is good. So I think I'm all set. Okay. So yeah, 4 weeks away from 6 years. That's something. That's something. Barry. Hey Barry, thanks for tuning in. I was thinking about the Fire Aid concert that happened, the benefit for all of the families that lost their homes in the fires in the Palisades, Altadena. And what if Olio played it and we got 15 minutes? What songs would we play? Hey, Beth. Thanks for tuning in. It is a great milestone. ISM. It is a great milestone. Thank you. I appreciate that. 6 years is crazy. I'm officially here 2 hours before the stream starts, setting an alarm for the start so I can't miss it. Okay, I'm just seeing that now. I love that. I love that dedication. All right. Okay, speaking of, you're playing bass, right? You're playing bass. So did you think about what song you want to learn on bass? And I can kind of point you in that right direction. So think about that. As I'm thinking about what 3 songs Olio would do. So there's a few that we could pull from. There's an obvious one that we would probably end with. So I was thinking I would do those 3 songs for you now, live. Okay. Let me get the right. So this first song, got to get the right delay for it. Okay, stand by. We're being funny, aren't we? Yeah. Could be like this. Oh, home. Okay, Barry. That could be one of them. Living day to day underpaid, working off the bills that are made, running with the mob in the race, and keeping rapid routine pace, spending lots of time in haste, knowing it's a giant waste, grinding out that final mile, longing for the gift of a smile. Okay. Celebrate the glory of today. Celebrate the joy of life. Celebrate the gift of a smile for a while. Watching all the children play, hearing thoughts of yesterday, feeling overwhelmed with stress, chasing that dream with the best, with the best. Celebrate the glory of today. Celebrate the joy of life. Celebrate the gift of a smile for a while. Thanking God before every meal, being true to what is real, grinding out final mile, longing for the gift of a smile. Smile, chasing that dream with the best. Celebrate the glory of today. Celebrate the joy of life. Celebrate the glory of today. The joy of life. The glory of today. Joy of life. The gift of a smile for a while. Gift of a Smile, it's on our Color of Music album. The glory of today. Change the strumming pattern. All right, Barry says home for the second song. Yeah, well. Hey, Reef, long time no see. How are things? Things are well, Kai. Things are well. How about you? How are you? ISM says, I was actually planning on maybe learning one of your songs. Would there be any official stuff I could look at to learn any of them? I don't have any official things as far as like tutorials that I know of, but pick a song and I can show you a little bit now or next Tuesday. Definitely. Okay. All right, so let's switch gears here. Let's see how we're going to do this. This could be cool. This could be different. We have the technology. We can rebuild it. Let's see. I wasn't prepared for this, but that doesn't mean we can't do it. All right, this is good. Moving and shaking, doing things. Oops. There we go. Ooh. Hold on a second. What I'm going to attempt to do is bring the camera over to the piano. There's a little clip I need to find, which I found. Okay. So this is the tech side of the show. Putting this little iPhone stand together. see what we can do. Put a little light on the situation. And okay. This should work. There we go. Got it. All right. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we're gonna flip it around this way. All right, what are you seeing if I do that? Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Let's bring the mic over. Oh. Maybe I should do it over here. Just to bring it a little closer. Maybe need to turn it down a bit. Just checking some levels here. Okay, so seems to be all right. Let me move this a little closer. Yeah, let's see how that goes. All right, so second song for Olio's Fire Aid show would be Home. Strolling down memory lane with a thought or two. I don't want to die yet, I got more to do. Seeing my friends and their friends pass almost every day. Could it be death knocking on my door? Take me away. Holding on, holding on. Holding on, holding on and on and on. Holding on, holding on. Will I get home? Pray to God I make it back to you. I'm home. Pray to God I make it back to you. I'm home. Lying a knife in my chest, there's so much pain, something wicked coursing through my vein. My heart's on fire from a perfect storm, an unlucky break. The ache grows stronger with every breath. Every breath I Will I get home? Ain't I gonna make it? Made it back to you. I'm home. Ain't I gonna make it? Make it back. A growing nightmare lives beneath my skin, a ticking time bomb. How did this get in? A deadly warning. Running out of time. My heart is screaming. Get me out of here alive. Strolling down memory lane with gratitude. I'm home. Thank God I made it. I made it back to you. I'm home. Thank God I made it. I made it back to you. I'm home. Thank God I made it. I made it back to you. I'm home. Thank God I made it. I made it back to you. I'm home. Ooh. I'm home. Home. Okay. I'm going to switch back over. Let me just check the comments really quickly here. Okay. I've been enjoying Olio and Dr. No Sleep a lot recently. The GPS story was one of my favorites. Oh, thanks, Guy. And ISM, this song is really nice. Agreed. I love it. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. All right. We're going to switch back over. Switch back over. That worked okay. All right. Nice. On the fly, making it happen. Bringing this back over here. Okay. Should work all right. Okay. Song 3. For what you said earlier, what about Boom? Okay. Yeah, I can show you Boom. I can show you that. All right, so the third song, I'm going to play the third song since I'm in this theme. Let me get rid of this light. It would probably be the song we wrote for our first responders, the True Heroes. There's a couple incidents that happened several years back and that inspired this song, and it's totally fitting. So we would probably close with this one, which would be Champions. Here's to the ones, here's to the brave, here's to the front line, fear no grave, threat and danger, saving strangers. Here's to the champions, here's to the women, here's to the men, here's to the fight till the end. At ground zero, celebrate the heroes. Here's to the champions, they're the first ones there. Whoa, whoa, they're the hope and prayer. Whoa, with the madman taking aim, not for money, not for gain. Champions, whoa, champions, whoa, think it all, sacrifice, the ones that pay the price. Champions, whoa, champions, whoa, put their lives on the line, the greatest of all time. Here's to the few, here's to the strong, here's to the backbone, they press on, they're selfless, hey, they're helpless. Here's to the champions, they're the first ones there, whoa, they're the hope and prayer. Madman, they came with a madman taking aim, not for glory, not for fame. Champions, whoa, champions, whoa, risk it all, sacrifice, the ones that pay the price. Champion, whoa, champions, whoa, put their lives on the line, the greatest of all time. Champions, oh, champions, champions, risk it all, sacrifice, the ones that pay the price. Champions, champions, put their lives on the line, the greatest of all time. Champions, whoa, champions, whoa, to the women and the men, it's to the champions, here's to the champions. Here's to the ones, here's to the brave, here's to the front line, fear no grave. Here's to the women, here's to the men, the champions. So champions, celebrating our heroes. Okay. We're moving on to talking about Boom, the bass line for Boom. Okay, so this is good. Little bass tutorial. Okay. Song is in B flat minor. So that intro line is. Which becomes like the tag later in the song. That's that just like that. Y'all know where it's at. So B flat, F, E, E flat, D flat, B flat. Right? All right, so my guitar on the verses. Okay, so the bass line. There's the chorus. Because the guitar line's ascending. Do 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 do. 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 Verse. Chorus. And then, just like that, you all know where it's at. Just like that, you all know where it's at. Third verse. Chorus. And then we get to the bridge, which is F sharp. F sharp. C sharp. F sharp. C. F. Back to the verse. This is the guitar solo. Chorus. I think we're at the end. Just like that, you all know where it's at. Just like that, you all know where it's at. So the beauty of the video is you can always grab it and replay it later and rewind and rewind and rewind. But yeah, that's basically pretty much the bass line for Boom. That's really Kelly's line. I don't know exactly. I mean, there's nuances and differences that he does, but that's the main gist of the bass line for Boom. I hope that helps. I hope that helps you. Why don't we play it since we're here, right? Since we're here. Got the swag to match your swagger, breaking every artist sees. She got the moves to make him stagger. Now he's making room for three. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Put a ring on her finger, but his friends tell him to run. She breaks the news, he's a ringer. 'cause the kid is not his son. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Just like that. He'll know where it's at. Just like that. He'll know where it's at. Fights the law, but she's a slave, pay to play. He's no longer living free. She took the fool, she's a player all the way. It's a modern tragedy. Sometimes people stay the same. Sometimes people change their ways. They see the light where they do what's right before it goes boom. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Well, just like that. He'll know where it's at. 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 Boom. I'll make sure to rewatch and learn it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Cool. I was thinking about today what songs I would do tonight. And it's good to do some songs that I haven't done in a while. That's always good. Oh, yeah. Sarah, hello. Thanks for tuning in. I haven't done this in months. Let me just grab the lyrics quickly. Hey. So for those of you that are new, Oleo's been around, the history of Oleo has been around a long, long time. Really the first edition of the band officially started like in 1997. It was DeHaven Carrington, myself, and Tony Shibumi on bass. Tony left the band like 2001, and Dee and I continued on. Had different bass players over the years. Alex Evans was on bass for a while, and then Matt Sherrill for 4 years, from 2007 to 2011. And then from 2011 to the present, Kelly Hill is our bass player. And in 2019, DeHaven passed away suddenly, had a heart attack. So, super tragic. And I wrote a song that I wanted to play for you tonight, but I wanted to make sure that I have the words right, you know? So the song is called Love Finds a Way. I have so many lyrics here, but not the one I'm looking for. Okay, stay tuned. Hold up. Found another song. Songs upon songs upon songs. Okay, maybe not in that maybe not in that pile. Maybe in this little area here. Let's see. Wow. All the songs. Love finds a way. Come on, love finds a way. Wow. There'll be ups and downs. Love finds a way to turn it around. Boo. Oh yeah, I wanted to do that one as well. I hadn't done that one in a while. Well, this might have to be a to be continued. One last little look on this side. Oh yeah, okay. I think we're getting close here. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Could it be that easy? Could it be that simple? No. No. And what's this? No. Little like hidden compartments and tricks. Oh man. Okay. That was a bust. Hold on. No. And what's this? Oh. Found it. Found it. Okay. Let me run this little It's called Love Finds a Way. You changed my life, open the door, looking for one thing, found so much more. Year after year, friendship to family, living out a dream, one last heartbeat taken suddenly. There'll be ups and downs, life takes a turn, a new road is found. Pick me up when I'm down, love finds a way to turn us around. 22 years, you shine the light, not sure which way to step, which road is correct. Tell me which way is right. There'll be ups. Hold on a second. I think the turnaround is a little different. 22 years, you shined a light, not sure which way to step, not sure which road is correct. Tell me which way is right. There'll be ups, yes, and downs. Life takes a turn, a new road is found. Pick me up when I'm down, love finds a way to turn us around. There'll be ups and downs, life takes a turn, a new road is found. Pick me up when I'm down, love finds a way to turn us around. I'm missing you, but I know I got to push through. Your light on my mind, and I know, that's it, no, you'll always shine. I know you'll always shine. Bridge again. I'm missing you, but I know I got to push through. Your light on my mind, and I know you'll always shine. There'll be ups and downs, life takes a turn, a new road is found. Pick me up when I'm down, love finds a way to turn us around. There'll be ups and downs, life takes a turn, a new road is found. Pick me up when I'm down, love finds a way to turn us around. Love finds a way to turn us around. Oh, love finds a way to turn us around. Love finds a way. Haven't done that in at least a year, so thanks for bearing with me as I refigure it out. That's a good one. Beth, such a good song. Thank you. ISM, it really is. Sarah, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Love finds a way. So as I'm going through the older songs that I was thinking of playing tonight, if you want to hear something in particular, drop it in the comments and I'll do it. Also, I tried to adjust the level of the microphone. I noticed last week it was clipping a little bit when I got loud. So, is it doing that this week? I tried to find that sweet spot where it's not too quiet, but not too loud, and it's not distorting. So, could you play Dirty? Yes, Kai. When I was looking through the lyrics, I saw that one, and I was like, oh, wow. Yes, absolutely. I love that song. Do you know the story? Did I share the story? I think I shared the story. But for ISM and those of you that don't know, I'm gonna share the story again. How the song came to be. Okay. It's peaked a few times during home. But not too much. Okay. Gotcha. All right. I'm going to back it off just a little bit. Hopefully that makes a difference and it's better. Okay. All right. So the story is awesome. Okay. I'm going to share the story so that ISM can hear it. Okay. Back in the day, we used to do a lot of touring. And we were on the road. We were in Southern Oregon. Okay? And we were at the end of our tour, the end of our run. I think we had finished a 2-week or a 3-week run. And when we used to go out, we would play every night. So it was like, well, if we're going to be away from home, we might as well make the most of it. So it was like drive all night, drive during the day, hit the town, check in, sound check, eat, show, get in the van, drive. Next town, and we'd take turns. There's 3 of us, so we'd take turns driving when we get to the next town. And so we'd go across the U.S. like that. All right, we're in Brookings, Oregon. Oxenfree Pub. And it's the last show of the tour. And some of the tour dates were like showcase gigs where you just do 1 set, and some are you're doing 3 sets. So we have enough original music where we would do 3. We'd play the whole night. So 3 sets of music, play for an hour, take a break, play for an hour, take a break, play for an hour, and never repeat the songs. And it was really refreshing. I'm going off on a tangent, but I really want to set this up. It was really refreshing when we'd roll into town and people who hadn't heard of us before, you guys doing originals or covers? Oh, all original. Yes. Good. People were sick of cover bands, which was great. Because I realized long ago as I was entering this original indie music game, if you start playing too many covers, then people just expect you're a jukebox and they just want to hear cover songs. They don't want to hear your songs. And it's like, you know what? No. We're artists. We're songwriters. We're going to play our stuff. And I found it really rewarding. Okay. We pull in, we play 3 sets, and it's a great night. Really fun, great crowd, everyone's having a good time. And there's a couple dancing. They're a little bit older, and they're dancing right up front next to the stage. They're having a great time throughout the whole show, the whole night. So we finish, and we're packing it up. We're loading the van. We're getting out of there. We're gonna make the drive back. It's 12 hours back to LA. That's where we live. So we're heading back. Hold on, I see a comment in here. I hate playing covers all the time, but some tunes are fun to jam on. The blues rockers. Yeah, it is fun. But when you've got a whole catalog of original music, you want to do your thing. You're grinding out your thing, paving your way, because otherwise then it's a free bird. No, not doing that. Anyway, so we're packing up, getting ready to get out of there. So our bass player Kelly, he's really nice, and he's coiling up his cable. And so the couple that had been dancing, the guy comes over to him and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And Kelly's like, I'm just packing up and stuff. What's up? What's happening? It's like, what are you doing later? Kelly's like, you know, he knows very well he's getting out of here, but he's like, I don't know, what's going on? And so the guy, he says, dirty. That's it. Kelly continues to pack up, gets in the van. He's like, get out. We got to go. We got to get out of here. So it turns out the guy with his girlfriend, come to find out, they're the swingers of the town. So they were trying to rope Kelly into some crazy wild night, and he wasn't having it. He was like, I'm out of here. Gotta go. So he tells us the story in the van. I'm cracking up. I'm howling. I got her. This has to be a song. Got to write a song about this. This is too good. Write the song. Record the song. We end up going back on tour, back to the same venue. I'm so excited to now play the song that was written, inspired by what happened here at this venue. I set up the song. I share it with the crowd. A bunch of the locals that were there the last time were there again. So I play the song, and they love the song. And then afterwards, they come up, and they're like, oh, yeah, we know exactly who you're talking about. You're talking about Mike and Gladys. Oh, my God. Cracking up. So, Mike and Gladys, you inspired one of my favorite songs. So here it is. It's called Dirty. When the sun goes down, they're up to no good. You know the ones, you know the ones. They'll hide like the good ones should. You know the ones, you know the ones. Somewhere between night and midnight, howling on the moon, dancing in the moonlight. Everything gets crazy up in here. Better stop, sweet nothing's in my ear. Meet me, meet me, meet me at 12:30. We can get dirty. Oh, we can get dirty. Oh, getting real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. He got strange when he showed up. You know the ones, you know the ones. The look in his eye with his lady luck. You know the ones, you know the ones. Somewhere between 9 and midnight, howling at the moon, dancing in the moonlight. Everything got crazy up in here. Better stop, sweet nothing's in my ear. Meet me, meet me, meet me at 12:30. We can get dirty. Oh, we can get dirty. Oh, getting real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. Dirty. Oh, did you think I wanna get dirty? Oh, with a wink and a drink, you wanna get dirty. Oh, we should stop right now before we get started. We get started. Somewhere between 9 and midnight, howling at the moon, dancing in the moonlight. Everything gets crazy up in here. Better stop, sweet, nothing's in my ear. Meet me at 12:30. We can get dirty. Oh, we can get dirty. Oh, getting real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. Oh, dirty. Oh, getting real flirty. Oh, we can get dirty. So we can get dirty. Oh, so we can get dirty. Dirty. Brookings, Oregon. Great memories. That's the story. The story is awesome and hilarious. Yes. How did you discover you had this awesome ability to write songs? LMAO. This is actually hilarious. Thank you. Awesome, and knowing the story makes it killer. LOL, nice. Oh, that guitar part is actually killer. Thank you, ISM. Badass tune. I'd love to hear the drums and bass with it. Oh, okay. So, you're welcome, Kai. So it's on our Party Up EP. We dropped it in 2020. So, it's there. You can, on Spotify, or great production. So actually, if you know, I don't know if you know who Ross Hogarth is. He's a producer and an engineer, mixing engineer. He produced the last studio album by Van Halen, and we ended up doing that song with Ross. So Ross produced and mixed Dirty. So you can check that out on our Party Up album. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. I think it's on our YouTube channel as well. We have a discography section. You can check out Dirty on there. But came out great. Drums, bass, it's awesome. It's awesome. That's a fun one to do. Yeah, appreciate it. I'll add that one to my playlist. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, so back to your question. How did you discover you had this awesome ability to write songs? So, here's my quick story in a nutshell. I'll try to make it brief. I always had music just kind of in my head. Still do. It's just always there. And I was 3 years old, and my mom said I would put on Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture. And I would march around the dining room table conducting at 3 years old. I wanted to play guitar at 7, but I was really small. I was tiny, my hands were small, and it was too hard to get it around the guitar neck. So my mom suggested, why don't you play piano? Started taking piano lessons, classical piano. I did that for 6 years, and it was serious study, serious work. And but by the time I'm 14, I'm thinking, I don't think this is too cool, playing classical music. Which, I love classical music. I'm so grateful for that bed of knowledge and playing piano for all those years. But then I could switch to guitar, and I switched to guitar. But during that time when I was playing piano, I took lessons from a lady, Norma Ramberg. Norma Ramberg, rest in peace. Great lady, great teacher. But she was very, you don't mess with what Mozart and Beethoven and, Liszt and Haydn and all the dead composers that, have been dead for 300 years. You don't mess with what they've written. But I would come in and, kind of modify, well, what if they did it like this? And what are you doing? Play what's written. So that was my first inkling of, I'm hearing other things and hearing other ideas. So I started kind of making up things when, I guess I'm 10, 11, just whatever. Not really songs, but just song ideas or just motifs, right? When I started playing guitar seriously, then I started writing. And the songs were just, I didn't write lyrics at the time. I was just writing the music. And the drummer I was working with, this was in high school, he wrote the lyrics, he gave it to me, and is called Without You. I think that was the first actual song that we wrote together. He gave me the lyrics, and I, Without you, 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 without you. Standing alone in the streets at night. Something na 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 na. And there might have been a pre-chorus. Without you, chorus, without you, without you, without you. So it just grew from there. Then he wrote another barn burner called She's Hot. Oh, wow. She's hot. She's hot. Too hot to handle. She's hot. She's hot. Too hot to handle. Second song. Okay. And then I just kept writing. And it was just, you know, you just keep going, you keep going. So then I was in like a real hard rock phase, and so I joined some guys, and they had written a bunch of songs, and I contributed to some of the songs. And then after the kind of that hard rock phase, I was like, okay, I'm gonna like actually buckle down and write songs, and I don't care about style, like genre. It's more whatever, because I just felt like I have all these different ideas, and I love all these different kinds of music. From classical to jazz to rock to blues to hard rock, got into reggae to funk, pop. And so I just started writing in a bunch of different styles. Elton John became a big inspiration. I loved his songwriting, his music writing. It was so good. And so then I kind of wrote like I did a solo album in '94 and released it. So one of the songs on that was Immigrant Son. I played it last week. So I don't know if you tuned in last week, then you heard Immigrant Son. And that was on the CD. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to do the solo thing. I really want to be in a band. So then I put a band together, which became Oleo. And then we were just writing a bunch of songs. So we have a ton of songs and several albums out and a lot of unreleased songs. So it's just like I hear ideas and I have to get them out. And so it's just I hear them in my head and I just try not to get in the way. And life happens, situations happen, I get inspired, and then they turn into songs. And so if I find something funny or interesting or heartbreaking or traumatic or whatever the case may be, I'm going to write a song about it. And that just helps me compartmentalize. It's kind of therapy, really. It's therapeutic. All right. I see a lot of comments in here. Okay, and what about the stories, my mans? How many years did you struggle in guitar? IVK. All right. Let's see here. Sounds so similar to Indian classical music. Interesting. Who's your favorite piano player? Okay, I got some questions to answer. Okay, so what about the stories? Okay, my man. How many years did you struggle in guitar? So I started playing guitar. I was 13, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to really play. There was no YouTube to show me what to do. So there was a magazine. There was Guitar Magazine, and then there was another magazine that had things written out in tablature, right? So it shows like the neck of the guitar, and it shows you what frets to where to play. So you can learn songs like that. A lot of the songs I just learned by ear. I just play it over and over and over and kind of figure it out. But it was really crude. I did take guitar lessons in the beginning with a guy. I grew up in Northern Virginia. Glenn Mater, shout out to Glenn. Took some lessons from him. That helped. I was self-taught, a lot of it. And then I moved to LA and I went to MI. So it was a 12-month music program on guitar, and I learned a lot. I was 17. I did that for a year, and everyone that comes out of there sounds like a machine. So I was real noodly. I was, fast and great technique and soulless. And they tell you, you're cramming so much information, you're going to sound like that. But don't worry. Just give it time. and all that stuff will kind of break away, and then you'll start to not think about it anymore, and you'll just have all this information in you, and you'll be able to recall it, and it'll become musical again. And that's exactly what happened. So I'd say from 13 to 18, I'm figuring it out. Granted, I had 6 years of classical music, piano behind me. And then, it's a lifelong journey. Okay, there's a favorite piano player. Favorite piano player. There's a lot of piano players. I mentioned as far as like a songwriter, I love the way Elton John plays piano and accompanies himself with the words that Bernie writes, and how he's just able to just make that piano just sing. It's great. It's great. There's tons of great piano players. All right. Okay, cool. Dude, you seem so cool. Well, I appreciate that. I love the genuine pride and enthusiasm when you talk about this stuff. Exactly. I appreciate that. Go for hip-hop. Okay. Actually, we do have kind of a hip-hop type song. It's on our Living the Dream album. It's called Here We Go. So we collaborated with some rappers. The rappers, they're not together anymore. They're called Young Crew. So we did a hip-hop track with them. It's called Here We Go. Have any songs about water? Okay, sorry, I jumped. Do you make samples too? Well, I do write for film and TV, and so some of those things have been cut up into samples. So there's that, and then those things have been pitched and have been put on commercials and TV shows and things. So I wanted to ask, you sound slightly different on here than on the podcast. Do you put on a voice, or is it the equipment? Nope, it's not the equipment. So my Dr. No Sleep voice is more like this. So I could say, I could put on a voice, and then the man entered the room. So there's my Dr. No Sleep. Do I have any songs about water? I got to think about this. Why water? What's water? I'm gonna have to think about that. I don't know that I have songs about, or maybe about the ocean. I have to think about that. Guitar World? Sure. Guitar World, are you asking, because did I mention Guitar World, and you were saying that I don't even know if Guitar World is around anymore. This was a magazine that was back in the 80s. Who knows? It might not be a thing anymore. Kai says, I've been enjoying Olio and Dr. No Sleep a lot recently. The story about being lost with the GPS was one of my favorites. Right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Was you in a known band before Olio? Was I in a known band? I've been in a couple other bands, but there was another indie band I was in called Velvet Chain. We did some touring. I'm on some albums. There was a thing, if you remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's that. I was also the guitar player in Enrique Iglesias' video, Enamorada por Primera Vez. I'm the guitar player in that music video. Yeah. You had said there was two. Talking about blues rocker. I'm trying to follow. We talking about Guitar World or bands? So Velvet Chain. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I might have sat in as a hired guy. I don't know. Hard to remember. Done a lot of different things. Tabs. Yes. Yeah, Guitar for the Practicing Musician. That's the other magazine. That's what I had, a subscription to Guitar for the Practicing Musician and Guitar World. Yes. And I don't even know if that exists, Guitar for the Practicing Musician. But it had a lot of tabs in there. I think I learned the Crazy Train solo out of there. You know, Ozzy's Crazy Train. Um, yeah, so that, I mean, I learned some songs out of that, like, you know. Anyway, Rock You Like a Hurricane. My personal favorite story on the podcast was the one where the guy takes some mind enhancement or something, or other medicine, and it slows his perception down to basically a standstill. Yeah. Do you remember what that one was called? Do you know I've recorded over 1,000 stories? I record Dr. No Sleep stories almost 6 days a week. So it's I lose track of the stories. There's a lot of stories. But I really like the bar story, you know, the trade a secret for a drink story. I thought that was really good. The bar secret story. I also really liked the rules story. The guard. There was a guard, and he was given the rules to the young guy who came to interview him. And it turns out that the young guy, you know, well, if you haven't seen it, I won't give it away. But I really like that one too. So yeah. Okay. Oh, I used to see those in Payless Supermarket. Oh, wow. That's funny. Have you ever met Larry Carlton? I have not met Larry Carlton. I forget exactly. ISM, when was that story released and what was it called? Oh, yes, I know. I've listened to it, almost all of them. I think it was, if you are on insert train platform, shoot me in the head. I forget the name. Yeah. Funny. Is there any story that sticks out to you personally? Well, yeah, we're on a little bit of a time delay. I think it's like a 6 or 7 second delay, so there's that. But yeah, the trade your secrets for a drink. That was pretty good. I like that one. It's funny how the stories have changed. You know, like 3-4 years ago when what was that game everyone was playing? You know, and everything was sus. They're sus. He's sus. What was that game called? I mean, we kind of did some of those stories. I just can't think of it. And then things get popular, and then there's like some offshoots, and things morph. But we have, quite a few different writers, and it's great. It's really cool because different writers have different styles, and but it's funny. I'll go on and I'll read the comments on YouTube, and when we were doing a lot more, I don't think we've dropped a video in a while, the animation video. There's a team of animators that do that, and it takes a long time, and here, people get on there and they start complaining about, you guys don't drop videos enough, and this is BS, and like, what are you complaining about? You're watching this for free. And like, come on. Like, wow. All right. That kind of stuff cracks me up. People complaining. Like, man, we're doing the best we can here. Right? Yeah, I love that one too. Is there any story that sticks out to you personally? Guard for the Underworld. Yeah, Guard for the Underworld. Yeah. With the Gate? Yes, that one. I love that one. ISM, I cannot listen to any other scary story podcast. It's the best quality I've seen in any podcast. I love your voice, the characters, and how well you sell it. I really appreciate that. So fun fact with how I got into the whole narration world. I got into it seriously about 7 years ago. And my daughter, who's been a working actress since she was 6. Okay, so I guess she's in high school at this point. and her acting teacher came to me and said, you should do voiceovers. You've got a studio. You don't have to hire an engineer. You don't have to pay any money out. You can do it all in-house, and you've got a great voice. You should start doing voiceovers. Where do I do? I don't even know. Like, what do I do? She's like, okay, make a demo, 5 different styles, something comedic, something dramatic, something educational, something informational, 30 seconds each. You can even just like pick a book, read a paragraph. Okay. So I put a reel together. I mean, I've been singing forever, and so I know how to record my voice. I know what my voice can do. So the recording aspect was like, okay, I got that down pretty quickly, and editing was easy and all that. Okay, cool. So then I started auditioning, and the Dr. No Sleep podcast, I guess, had been going on for a while, and they had a couple different narrators, and I didn't know about them. And I auditioned, and what I did for my audition, they were just like looking for a narrator for our horror podcast. So I was new with like, okay, you know, I didn't take any. So as in everything, there's like, you can get caught up in like, oh, I don't have the right demo tape, and oh, I need to take classes, and oh, I didn't do any of that. I just was like, all right, just gonna go for it. Just gonna do it. So I grabbed a couple paragraphs out of Dracula, and I thought, okay, well, why don't I just kind of put on a mysterious voice, and I'll record Dracula and I'll send it in. Who knows? Send it in, and they're like, hey, this is great. We want to hire you. Do that voice. Okay. So I start doing the Dr. No Sleep scripts, and they're sending me a ton, and I'm just doing them, recording, and I'm sending them back. We're sending them back. And I have no idea where it's going. I'm not paying attention. I don't know that they have a YouTube channel. I don't know it's on Spotify. I don't know. I'm not paying attention to that. 6 months goes by, and I don't know why is this on YouTube? And all of a sudden I go on YouTube, and it's like they've put maybe 10% of the stories they've animated them. And some of them had like 1 million views with my voice on it. Couldn't believe it. Like, what is this? This is a thing. They at that point they already had like 400,000 subscribers, and the comments were crazy, and it was just like a whole world, right? And so then they were also sending me the SCP experience. So I'm doing a ton of SCP stories, and then also they started a true crime podcast called Crime Hub, doing that. There's also a UFO one called They're Out There. We don't do as many of those, but done a few of those. But it's been a really cool ride, and they've been so great. They send me the scripts, and they're just like, do your thing. Because I was just like, oh, well, there's dialogue here. I should probably create some character voices. And I always enjoyed throughout my life just like hearing voices, people talking and mimicking them. That's like a thing that I enjoyed doing. Or characters from movies, and interesting voices or accents. If they're funny, I'll mimic it. So I was able to use that in this world, and I have carte blanche. They're just like, this is great. Do your thing. Have fun. So that's all. I just have fun, and it's a huge joy to know that. And I recorded right here in this room, like right here. This is where I do the Dr. No Sleep recordings, and it's a joy to know that people are having fun with it, and they enjoy it, and they're like, binge it. And I get messages, truck drivers driving through the middle of the night and wherever in the middle of nowhere, and they're listening to the podcast. It helps keep them awake. It helps keep them going. Super cool. So I love that I'm part of the world. I love doing it. I love creating the character voices, and it's been a huge blast. So, okay. Are you still doing the SCP experience? Yeah, I haven't checked out in a while. Yeah, I still do those. I mean, you know, if they don't drop them like they do. I don't think the SCP podcast is on YouTube like it is, because they switched gears and they're like, hey, let's put these all up on YouTube also for the Dr. No Sleep podcast, so you can hear all those. But SCP, if you go over to Spotify or to Apple Podcasts, we're dropping like 3-4 a week. So there's a ton of the SCP over there. You can check that out. I love the monster behind the curtain SCP story. Okay. Yeah. Give us a famous person's voice impression, please. Oh, boy. Let's see. All right. I had a good Matthew McConaughey. I gotta get into gear. Well, all right. Hey, yeah. So this is Matthew McConaughey. All right. Would you be so kind to say thank you for listening to the Dr. No Sleep podcast, Valentine? Your support is appreciated, and the voice for me would actually make my night. Dr. No Sleep might be keeping tired truckers alive. I'm fanboying like an idiot right now. I'm sorry. It's all good. All right. I've gone 23 minutes over what I normally do. So I'm going to close it out. LOL. Yeah. I'm going to close it out with ISM's request. All right. So here we go. Let's get in the mood, shall we? Let's turn the lights down. Here we go. Thank you for listening to the Dr. No Sleep podcast, Valentine. Your support is appreciated. This has been episode number 310 of Inside the OMG. OMG stands for Oleo Music Group. I appreciate you all tuning in, asking me a bunch of questions about the Dr. No Sleep SCP experience. Thanks for an awesome live stream. I subscribed. Thank you, the Blues Rockers. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you being here. So every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm streaming live. Been streaming since March 5th, get this, of 2019. In 4 weeks, it's like 6 years. Every Tuesday I've been streaming. Crazy. So there you go. You're welcome. You're welcome, ISM. You're welcome. All right, so this has been episode number 310. Next week, 311. Come back, hang with me. We'll do more fun stuff. Ask me questions. Play some songs. Yeah, we're doing it. I appreciate you all being here. All right, I'm going to close it out with one last little ditty. And it's a ditty because it's a country ditty. And Tuesday's gone with the wind. Have a good night. Okay, so real quick, I just want to share this little last bit. When we were doing our all night, 3 sets a night, and we were playing, 1:30, the bartender calls, last call for alcohol. We decided to write a song called Last Call for that very moment. So here's Last Call. If you ain't got nobody by now, you ain't going on with nobody, not now. It's the last call for alcohol. You're going home all alone. If you ain't got nobody by now, if you ain't got nobody by now, ain't going home with nobody. Not now. It's the last call for alcohol. You're going home all alone. If you ain't got nobody by now. Y'all come back now, you hear? Do me a favor and let some more Dr. No Sleep listeners know to come on over and hang with us next Tuesday. Really appreciate it. All right. Appreciate you all. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Have a great week. Check us out, Olio, on Spotify, Apple Music. Definitely check out Dirty and all the other songs on there. And see you next week. Good night.